this week on Top Shelf Banter.
I mean, they've been my favorite for like 10 years.
That's just big soil work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's that reason. It's been like
just
10
big metal
years.
pushing their agenda.
Just big metal really
Yeah.
pushing it out on everybody. Now, grab a beverage, sit back, relax, and listen to an athlete, a booze hound, a guy with a classic ride, and 3 other guys talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Everybody have their drink?
Yep.
Me too. Let's do this.
I've been thinking of some things I know just enough about, that if someone shared their viewpoint, I could surely shut them down. So pour me a glass, I'll drink it down fast, and put your ignorance on blast. On the Top Shelf Banter, well, I'm more right than wrong.
Hello and welcome to Top Shelf Banter, where our banter comes from the top shelf, our topics come from the middle shelf, and our research comes from the bottom shelf. We have a rotating topic master. I'm your host, Jimmy.
It's
a great trip. Thank you. I'm glad you guys came.
You're the Rob Manfred of this podcast.
Oh, definitely.
I like to
Definitely.
consider myself the Joe Rogan / Neil Young of this.
You also nailed that pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because you're bad at music and
Yeah.
also
Should
bad
be
at
taken
science.
off Spotify.
bad at science,
I agree.
but I'm fantastic at making crazy, outlandish
Yeah,
MMA fights.
Factually wrong statements.
MMA fight
Nailed it.
going crazy.
Correct.
I like to get up in people's face and say, "Tell me what's going on when you kicked the guy in the shin. Tell me what were you feeling besides your foot hurting immensely."
You broke your toe. Did you feel that? Did you feel that when that happened? We watched it separate from your fucking foot.
Tell me what is the secret behind a mummy guard? Well, they can't do anything. What is he's so creative. Look for him to use the ring to attack his opponents. Just like that YouTube video.
Yeah, that's an early 2000s YouTube video.
Yes, it is. Our topic master this week is the most stylish one in the sales to us all, Chapin.
Oh, and also the person with the most betrayals.
Betrayal points. Betrayal points.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about betrayal points. Donnie,
Yeah.
can I have more points, please?
You actually cannot. If you listened to our last podcast, you would know that you are now an infinite number behind on 0.
What?
Yeah, because you betrayed us again by not showing up for 2 episodes.
Well, can I add infinite points this time?
No, you cannot. I will let you know that when you've come close. And since it's an infinite negative that you're trying to get to, you will never be close.
Does it loop?
It is not.
Am I extreme positive now?
Chapin, you've broken my heart one too many times. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You should be sorry. And the fact that you haven't apologized yet says you're not sorry, and I will not forgive you or give you points.
I think it might loop, so I might just keep going negative. I'll give it a try.
You know what? Fair point.
I'll give you.
Let's see if it happens. No, Derrick is not allowed to give points. His points are meaningless. It's like someone saying, you know what, I'd really like a hamburger, and someone saying, here's a piece of lettuce. Does that count? That's Derrick.
I mean, it's still nourishment.
That's not the same
You're
thing.
still going to get calories.
Here's a fistful of
Survivable.
pasta.
Yep.
Chapin, glad for you to be here.
Thanks.
I'm not.
It's like when you go to a 7-Eleven and a guy outside's like, "Hey, do you have any cash?" And you're like, "I don't have any cash, but if you're hungry, I can buy you a hot dog." And the guy's like, "Yeah, man, I'm really hungry." And you go inside of 7-Eleven and they don't have any hot food, so you have to buy him a fucking sandwich.
So you bring him Thunderbird instead.
So you bring him out a sandwich, and you're like, "Hey, dude, they didn't have any hot dogs, but here's a shitty 7-Eleven sandwich." And he's like, "All right, thanks, man." And you walk away.
Started laughing after the
great
Thunderbird.
story.
Great story.
It's like oddly specific, like that happened to Derrick. Like, who would be pissed? Like, oh, you didn't buy me one of those wizard fingers that was lit on the rollers. You bought me an actual sandwich that's only 2 days old instead of 7.
Thanks,
Well, that's
Shirk.
pretty good.
I asked for a Caesar salad. By the way, that last person who was just talking was the anchor to us all, Derrick.
Hello. And 100% that was a real story.
Kerchunk.
Went into the 7-Eleven and the guy was like, "Hey, man, can I get some money?" And I'm like, "Dude,
Is he
you're-
going to tell the story again? The same story that he just told again? Hold on, because you forgot. Here's what happened.
I'm like a goldfish. I forget something every 3 seconds. So you want to feed me? What story was this?
Told him I was going to get him a hot dog. Went in, no
Whoa.
hot food.
Were they out of hot dogs?
Yeah, no
What?
hot food.
What'd you get him instead? A sandwich?
What's
The
in a hot
sandwich.
dog?
Was he okay with that?
What am
Of course
hot
he was.
dogs?
What did he do? Like
He
sit
was-
there and yell at you or walk away?
No, he was very grateful.
Whoa.
But the funny part was, like Aaron was like, "Well,
Oh, this is
I guess
recently.
we can get him some nachos." And I was like, "We're not getting fucking nachos. We're not dealing with the fucking nachos."
As a person who
So-
used to be homeless, when I get food, what I really look forward to is pooping my brains out.
Right?
It's just uncontrollably pooping
You don't
out
have
my
access to
entire
food, but you
mouth.
do have access to really clean bathrooms.
Just- Sorry, man. Oh, this guy gave me some weird hot dogs and some
Yeah,
nachos.
so-
I really have to go poop and just diarrhea
I went over to
everywhere.
their little like cold
Is what I look forward to
their
as a
cold
bum.
section, and they had pre-made sandwiches. So I was like, I'm gonna get him a fucking sandwich. So I got him a sandwich and a bag of chips, cold or good. Gave it to him.
What kind of sandwich?
It was like a ham and turkey sandwich.
Boo,
Just
boring. What kind of chips?
Hold on.
Why not tuna?
potato.
What kind of cheese?
What?
White tuna? They didn't have tuna.
Oh.
And
Why just a potato
cheese-
chip? You didn't get him like Cheetos?
Because I didn't know what he fucking liked. I didn't
So-
go
Oh,
out
you go out and
be like,
ask him? It was only
No,
like
ask
10
him.
feet away.
Potatoes are that's the most generic one. can
Did
get.
you like? Did you like hold up the bags and like which one do you want? Do you
Pound
want?
on the window?
No, I didn't. I
You
assumed
just
one?
throw all
Which
the
one?
bags at the window until he pointed to which one he liked. Then you said, "Okay, that one."
Did you buy all of them, give him the one he wanted, and then return the other ones with your receipt?
No, I assumed that he would be grateful that whatever
He likes
I
the garlic
gave
and cheddar
him, he
pork
would enjoy.
grinds.
It was an assumption that I made.
Wow,
Yeah.
So
You don't even
Derek,
the
you know
guy.
what they say about people who assume?
yes, you know what? That's fine.
He makes an ass out of that homeless person, and he's also an idiot.
The homeless person, he's a person.
So
he has
I
wants
gave
and
it to him.
needs.
No, he's the idiot.
And
The
No,
this
homeless
I'm saying
person
the,
is fine.
the homeless person
Yeah.
has wants and needs, and
I
Derek's
know.
just like, "Hey, here's Lay's.
Yeah.
I hope
it-
they were okay."
Barbecue fucking Fritos. The worst kind of Fritos.
Nobody likes those.
Exactly.
I'm not going to do that to even a homeless person.
That's not what he told me.
Yeah, I gave him.
Hey, I couldn't find you a hot dog, but I got you some zebra gum.
I hope you like taste for 3 seconds at a time.
but it's 15 sticks, so you get like 35.
Almost a minute of flavor.
Should have done that.
And some bazooka gum, so you can really destroy your teeth trying to chomp
There's
down
a fun
on.
comic in there.
So-
Bazooka Joe.
It's true.
The guy may have been a little mentally off because when we came out,
That's mean.
I gave him
Him or you?
well,
Hold on,
Hold on,
Bo.
which one of you
Derek-
had the psychology?
Derek,
degree
wait. Let me
to
put
be able to
Derek. Let me put a big
diagnose?
T in your story. Our other fellow banter compatriot is the man that deserves no introduction.
zero accolades.
Wow.
Donnie.
Thought
I'm
he
glad
was
you could
it.
finally be introduced. Now, Derek. Now continue on with
Thought
your
he'd
story.
already been introduced.
I'd like my 30 seconds of intro, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. My 30 seconds of intro I will dedicate to the betrayer, Chapin. I'm not
you.
happy he's here.
Thank you.
I'm disappointed that we've accepted him back into the group. I thought we decided the last 2 episodes that he was the Astros of the group, and we should be throwing things at him and disappointed in
I
him.
can't.
I know
I've
you
never
can't.
played baseball. I don't know how to throw.
I know you're his lover and that you're trying to be good and a peacemaker, but
Keep it a secret.
he shouldn't be here.
It's a secret.
And that's
Can
my
I have-
intro.
Can I have negative points for that?
You cannot. In fact, you'll have positive points. You're still an infinite number of points away. In fact, I'll give you 1 million points. You're
Okay.
still
Wow.
an infinite number of points away.
I mean, that's 1 million points closer.
It's
It's all in the eye of the beholder there, Donnie. Positivity.
All right, Derek. Continue your story about how you let this bum down.
Oh no, I didn't let the bum down, but we came out. We gave him his sandwich and chips. Started to go back to the car, which was right across from him.
Then he threw it at your car.
No, he started hollering, or I guess I'm not a
Started
holler,
dancing.
but he was just started saying something to Aaron about how her sister had just walked into the store or some shit like that.
Oh,
We're like, oh yeah, didn't your sister just walk into the store or maybe your cousin? We're like, I don't know what you're talking about, but no.
maybe that sandwich and those Lay's potato chips really hit him in the wrong way.
Yeah,
Maybe they
it-
were
it
expired.
was-
Maybe they were maybe he's allergic.
Well, he hadn't eaten any of them yet, but it was really weird. And we got in the car and we're like, did you understand what he just stammered there? And she was like, nope. And I was like, neither did I. And we started up the car and we drove away.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a story about how the bum turned out to be Justin Timberlake and he cured the nation via his power of song and dance.
I mean, it might have been Justin Timberlake. Definitely nothing cured, though.
Oh, well, all right.
No, I think Justin Timberlake causes more diseases than he solves.
Really?
Yeah. He seems
Chapin?
like he'd have a disease.
Don't
penis.
tell Melinda that.
Yeah, I can't say anything publicly about that.
Okay.
Wife might hear it.
Touche. Just put it
She
on.
doesn't listen to this.
Put it on the
No,
Twitch.
she doesn't.
I wouldn't want my wife to hear this. Good thing she never listened.
Heyo.
Ah,
That means that he's completely safe.
defense.
As always, we encourage you, the listener, to sit back, relax with a beverage of your choosing, alcoholic or not. Take a picture of what you're drinking and post it to the social media using the hashtag Top Shelf
Whiskey Wednesday.
Fuck. Every time.
He was fast that time.
Every time. Didn't even let me
On
finish.
top of it, well, last week I delayed. I was like, and then he was like, "Oh, you don't remember your
He tried to
bit?"
play. He played coy, and
Yeah.
it worked.
His glasses increase his speed.
I know.
He saw what was coming and reacted.
Oh,
His
Finally.
glasses
Even though he
increased
wasn't wearing them at the time.
his glasses increased his vision and decreased my wrinkles.
Finally, it was all clear to me.
My brain wrinkles. By the way, Chapin, did you get that dad joke?
Which
Just to
one?
make sure everyone's clear, I'm going to put my glasses on.
solid.
Yes. Yes. Got it. So, Chapin, what's in your glass?
Oh, today I have an Elysian Skalrock Nordic style pale ale. It is smooth and tasty.
That's a sweet koozie you have.
Oh, and my koozie is a foam Mariner's Muscle Man holding a glove and a ball.
Nice.
How
Without a
many-
head.
How many years was that in the rafters before you paid 10 cents for it?
5, 6.
I think that's old as
Solid
shit.
investment.
Yep. It was my dad's.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I think you would like this. I'm like, yeah, sure, sounds good.
Oh, hand
Perfect.
it down from generation to generation.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep. My son will get it after me.
There you
Yep.
go.
Perfect.
How's the koozie feel in the hand? Is it like solid?
It doesn't. It's kind of lumpy looking, so it looks like it wouldn't be that comfortable. But it does fit around. Like, see, my thumb lands right on top of the glove.
Yeah.
On his left pec.
Yep,
Yeah.
right on his nip, right there. And then his right nip is not being touched.
Yeah.
So that one's not as
It leaves
nipply
me
as the other one.
It leaves me hope seeing how comfortable your small hands are holding that.
Yeah, exactly. Even my small hand can hold this giant koozie. And wrap it around this muscle man's arm.
Well, that's good.
We should probably get a picture of this koozie on our social media.
Social
There
media
we go.
deal.
We
Sounds
can make
good.
that happen.
Because it's not going to make any sense.
Nope. We'll have to get a side-by-side shot of all of us holding it so we can really show just how really small Chapin's hands are. Holding it like Trump. Derrick,
Yes, sir.
what's in your glass?
Tonight I am drinking some Knob Creek 9-year. So Knob Creek bourbon 9-year.
Tasting notes. The last tasting notes were smooth and sweet. Anything
No,
else?
Those were 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. Or
His tasting
4
notes
weeks
from
ago.
last
Well,
week.
I didn't
Where did
ask-
my bottle go?
I didn't ask for the tasting notes from last week.
You didn't. That's true. Tasty notes are bourbon.
Nice.
Straight up. Wow.
It's Knob Creek 9-year. I don't know. Fuck.
Wow.
They're
Bourbon-y.
delicious. Let me
Earthy,
see.
foxy.
Typical
let's-
typical Frenchman just really backing down when being put on the spot. Okay.
Oh, I have no idea what these
No
these
idea.
tasting notes are. I know fromage and
A little bit of burn.
I'm gonna do fromage.
Definitely a little bit of burn on the initial. And
front?
then some corn. Whew. But it is definitely a lot of heat. But it is
Good.
delicious.
You know, the
Nice.
last time I drank Knob Creek was my bachelor party.
Oh, nice.
And I got absolutely the most drunk I've
Yeah.
ever been.
I mean, it is
just the absolute worst.
it is hunter proof, so it packs a kick.
Yeah, like Knob Creek and then like 2 or 3 scotches on top of it. And I was just, the absolute most drunk I've ever been. Speaking of which, speaking of drunks, Donnie,
hello. It's my turn.
what's in your glass? I love your Russian accent.
Today I have some press.
More press?
Yep.
Easy. Here, put it down. Here, you got it.
And then some Inferno Rocher Gin Classic from the limestone fields of Cape Finbos in Stilbay, South Africa.
Boy, you really milked that out, didn't you?
Oh,
That
my
means you must have
goodness.
loved it.
Oh, I loved
Or
it.
you got multiple bottles.
Don't hate the price, or I do hate the price. don't much care for the gin. It was all right. Lot number L718, bottle 0242. Yeah, not my... I don't recommend it.
Did you ever try that QR code you were talking about?
I didn't know. I don't have time for that. My phone, it's a Razor, so it doesn't even do QR codes.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I'm old school.
Technology is
The
just
phone of all phones.
Yep.
the one phone to rule them all.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what's in your glass?
Well, I ran out of Rainier,
Whoa.
so I went out and I bought some more Rainier in a bottle. And
Nice.
and just like you, Donnie, I am really milking this Matterson's 10-year rye whiskey.
It's weird because it looks like Masterson's to me.
It is Masterson's. I never said I was good at reading. Remember, I tell you all the time that pop-up
In fact,
books.
you're bad at reading,
I can
you've said.
barely read
Yep.
pop-up books.
Mm-hmm.
But I am still drinking it, and it is delish. I'm really just milking it along.
Well, that's nice.
He might be better at reading if they wouldn't have canceled Dr. Seuss.
Well, you know who's better at reading now?
Right,
That guy right there with his glasses.
Derek, with his extra
It's-
set of
it's
special
true.
eyes.
Now I'll
It's
believe
true.
him when he says he read a book.
I mean, this fucking mask is killing me right now because I can't get it to attach to my ear. But other than that, yeah, I can read just fine. There we go.
Is it because you can't see your eyes?
I mean, nobody can see their eyes or
Do you
their
need help
nose.
finding
Maybe you
your
never
Did I
looked in a
say?
mirror?
Did I say eyes? I meant ears.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see my ears either. Can you see
Do you-
your ears?
Do you use your
Yes.
ears to read?
No,
Oh,
I'm confused.
I know.
Okay.
Well, as we stated before, Chapin is our topic master this week. So, Chapin, what topics do you have for us this week?
Well, the
He's hitting you like the
wait till
shame.
he's done.
He's hitting you like the shame bell from Game of Thrones.
Can I get a bell, Donnie?
Ding, 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 betrayer. Ding, 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 betrayer. No, I'm done.
Man, a bell and a caller. That's good.
I think I got that. Yes, there it is. I still have that app.
Betrayer.
Shame, shame,
That's right, Shay.
Shame.
shame, shame.
Speaking of that, off topic though, did you realize that is the owner in,
Italy?
no,
Okay.
the soccer show. I'm blanking right
Ted
now.
Lasso?
Ted Lasso. That's the owner.
Is it?
Yes. It blew my mind. I did not
Oh,
know that.
really?
Yes.
She's the shame person.
Yes.
I'm going to look that up. Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Shame
Yeah.
lady.
Yep.
Got shame lady. Holy butt fuck.
Bro.
Yep.
It is.
Blew my mind. I saw a tweet about that. I was like, what the hell?
Her name is. Oh no, that's not Septa. Show all images of Shame Lady. Yep, there it is, going down. Yep, no, this is.
I am also
This is what I googled.
shocked when an actor or actress gets another role in another show and or movie.
No, because you never knew that they were the same person because you never see them.
They're only allowed to do one role.
Hannah
How dare them do another?
Waddington.
Waddington.
Or
Is there an S in there?
Washington?
Did you?
Waddingham.
Oh.
I'm so stupid. So dumb.
Are you actually drinking Rainier? Or is it in St. Pauli's?
No, it's Hannah Waddingham. I'm an idiot. I never said I was good at reading. Like,
And you've never proved it more than these two times in 30
2
seconds.
times in 30 seconds. But yes. So, Chapin, what is your topic? What are your topics for us this week?
So my topic is going to center around one thing that's been out in the public here recently, but Hall of Fame.
Tom Brady's retirement.
Ooh.
Oh,
So we've had different debates about Hall of Fames in the NFL and everything.
I mean, at this point, Tom Brady has already announced his Hall of Fame.
Eli Manning first round.
So like you believe Eli Manning's the first round. Donnie has
Donnie believes
No
that Eli
belief
Manning
in
is
that
on
I have a
Oh.
lot of thoughts on it.
Donnie's borderline believing that Eli Manning will make it first round
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. I mean, he is a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
well, NFL will probably have a better idea of who belongs in there than baseball does.
Oh.
Baseball just did their Hall of Fame thing as usual. It's really dumb.
Yep.
They didn't put Roger Clemens or Barry Bonds in last
Nope.
year, even though they did cheat. But so did David Ortiz, but he got in.
Yep.
So there's just no rules,
Yeah.
and it's
And
like,
also,
but-
who's the GM or whatever during that time? Sterling?
Rob Mansfred.
No, Sterling.
Oh,
Or Seelig. Seelig
no.
was the overseer
Selig?
the overseer of the steroid era.
Yes.
And he's in the Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Didn't punish them.
Yeah.
Didn't
No.
stop it.
Nope.
Encouraged it. Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Somehow a commissioner is in the Hall of Fame.
Commissioner.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Rob Manfred will also be in the Hall of Fame, even though he is hands down the worst commissioner that baseball
let's
has
dive into
ever
that.
had.
Why is he the worst one? Is it because he allowed a cheater to hold onto a trophy by cheating into themselves into the World Series?
That is definitely a strike against him.
Well, let's face it. They just used They just used
They just
every.
used the Chapin thing. We
Also-
didn't break any rules. We just cheated.
They just use every advantage in their
he
power,
is-
just like what Bill Belichick uses.
Yeah, he has done nothing but try to change the game of baseball, and in his efforts to change the game of baseball, he has failed. So, yeah, he's just fucking terrible.
Are we still talking about Chapin or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, only Chapin.
The other thing about David Ortiz is he's the first ballot DH to go into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Edgar Martinez, who's considered the greatest DH in all of history of baseball,
Never played for the Red Sox.
took almost his entire eligibility to get into the Hall of Fame. But David Ortiz, who the only stat he has better than Edgar Martinez is home runs, got in first ballot.
Yep.
So
I didn't want to turn this into a whole baseball chat, so I apologize for that. But I did want to bring that up. So baseball just has no idea what they're doing with the Hall of Fame.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
then I was thinking there, what if, like, because it's just a popularity contest, basically.
yeah,
So then I was thinking, what if, like one of us or whatever just made up our own a baseball Hall of Fame? Like, what is stopping us from making our own Hall of Fame? Like that's
interesting.
like side by side with them.
I
Sure,
mean,
the
to be-
unofficial Hall of Fame.
to be
Yeah,
fair,
it
nothing. Because
If you name it TenCon,
Right.
yeah, I mean, the Hall of Fame is a separate entity from baseball. So yeah, there's nothing stopping us from creating our own.
Right. Exactly. So
Yeah.
might be an idea, down the road. But then I did another Google search. Just it's a whole path here. But I realized so there's actually a Yahoo page that I found, but it lists the best Hall of Fame in every state. So every state has their own Hall of Fame for
Wow.
something, and so in one way or the other.
Okay.
Alright.
It's very random ones, like
sure.
let's see, like Alaska, for instance, Donnie. I don't know if
know.
you've ever been here, but
Yeah.
they have like the Alaska Mining Hall of Fame.
Sure. I remember Dick Johnson. His gold pane is enshrined there, bronzed. So that's, right as you walk in, it's got spitlets on it. So yeah.
So
Big
blinds
fan.
you. So blinds you.
Oh yeah, you can tell. Oh, that panned for a lot of gold.
Yep.
Basically a fortune.
Derrick, here's one for you. Arizona Gunfighters Hall of Fame. All
Name
about
one
Nice.
gunfighter.
Shawn
I'm
Wayne,
down with
Clint
that.
Eastwood, Val Kilmer.
Wait,
all that
Val
stuff.
Kilmer is in the
They
Gunfighters Hall
They
of
what
were
it
Fame?
says, yeah.
gunfighters. Here's the problem. They were actors.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also Butch Cassidy and Billy the Kid, it says.
Is Doc Holliday also in there? Because
Oh, he's not listed.
I don't know that Butch. Those ones were also not gunfighters.
Doc
just-
Holliday?
No, the other ones.
Butch Cassidy?
Yeah, and Sundance Kid were not gunfighters. They were bank robbers and they shot people. They weren't gunfighters.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're splitting hairs.
They were. I think they were rightly regarded as gunfighters, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they had a
you're-
lot of duels in the middle of streets at high noon.
They might have. I mean, Doc Holliday technically didn't either.
He had duels.
No,
That's right,
Doc
he ju-
Holliday
he
is
just
only
died-
like recorded of killing like 2 people.
He's
just
not
died
a
of food-
gunfighter.
He died of food poisoning.
I'm more of a gun. No, he died of
Tuberculosis.
yeah, consumption.
Yeah.
Alcoholism.
Well, that
You said
just
con- you said
accelerated the
consumption.
tuberculosis.
Yeah.
He died of vegetarianism.
Yeah, but Doc Holliday was in one of the widely known and recorded gunfights at
Right.
OK Corral.
Okay.
So,
One time, I stood on the court of the Sonics.
Right.
Does that make me a basketball player?
sure. Why not?
One of the only
Did you-
teams ever playing in the NBA.
Did you
I was on the
throw-
court.
Did you throw a ball into the net?
Sure, why not?
There you
can't
go.
prove I didn't.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
No, Hall of Fame, Sonics Hall of Fame. This guy right here.
I mean, that Hall of Fame has Val Kilmer in the Gunfighter Hall of Fame.
You're
but
right. So
not,
it is meaningless.
But not the guy that he portrayed in the movie.
Correct.
That got him into that Hall of Fame. Like,
I stepped foot onto the Sounders field,
pitch?
which is pitch, which is essentially the same thing as Sounders. Am I double Hall of Fame?
Yes, you are.
yes.
Absolutely, you are.
Thank
That
God.
would be like
Ha! Take that, Donnie.
that would be like me.
I've been to the
getting-
Mining Hall of Fame. I've also panned for gold.
Damn it.
Boom, double Hall of Fame.
Ah,
That would
shit.
be like
Welcome
me
to the club.
getting a
We could
Hollywood.
have a Hollywood, or we could have a Hall of Fame. We're
Yeah.
both in it twice.
Yes.
3 times.
Done it.
3 Timers Club.
Boom.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys aren't joining in. Are you not Hall of Fame members?
No.
I mean, I
Yes.
was trying to say
Chapin's
what I
in
was
the-
gonna be
Chapin's in the Hall of
for,
Fame of
but I kept
betrayal.
getting
Oh
interrupted.
my God. He
First
founding
ballot.
member. Yep, first ballot. Only member. Derrick, what are you in the Hall of Fame for? Is it for best eyesight ever?
No, I'm going to be in the Hall of
know.
Fame for
Worst eyesight ever.
I'm going to be in the Hall of Fame for my portrayal of Seth MacFarlane, and I'm going to get a Hollywood, square or plaque or whatever
The
that.
Hollywood Squares is a game show. Do
Whatever
you want a
the
star
s-
on the Walk of Fame?
The Walk of Fame. That's it. Star. I'm going to get a star for my portrayal of a person that doesn't have a star.
Oh, meta.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Yep. Sure.
Yeah.
The fact that he still has a career also makes sense.
So you almost kind of touched it there, but what I was thinking, what if we each just made up our own Hall of Fame? Be whatever you want in there. It doesn't have to be people. It could be things. It could be places. What would you guys put in your own personal Hall of Fames?
My
We'll
own
tell
personal
you
Hall
why
of Fame.
it's stupid that you put that in there.
Well, the Super Bowl 40 trophy from when the Seahawks lost to the Steelers, because that game was obvious. That's just big NFL, really just rigging the game. So I'd put that trophy in there along with I don't know, to stay along with football. I'd probably take Pete Carroll's shoes just because he's all about that dad comfortable life. I'd probably find a replica gun from Destiny 2, which I'm top 5%, but that's no big deal.
Well, when 10 people play, it's not that hard.
Still top 5%. Top, which I think equals up to like a top 150,000 people. I mean, I don't want to brag too much about it, but can I put my name in there? I'm going to put myself into the Hall of Fame for best Destiny player ever.
Are you putting Destiny in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, best video game ever. First ballot on that one.
Yeah, it took him 2 tries, but first ballot.
You know what? My car has crested 250,000 miles. I'm going to put my Dodge Stratus into the Hall of Fame.
That's a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's been through a lot.
And also the first entry into the Hall of Fame.
Done.
Yep.
That was it. So I'd put Destiny, my gamer tag, my car, the Super Bowl 40 super trophy, because big NFL took that game away from us, and Pete Carroll's shoes, because he's all about that dad life. So am I.
That's very specific.
I'll probably think of another a couple as I go along.
As we go, we'll probably think of more. Yeah.
How about,
How about you?
My commander deck is probably the best one you guys have ever seen.
Wow.
I'm going to put that one into the Hall of Fame.
That's a bold prediction.
I'm doing it. You guys have never seen a deck like this.
Yeah. All right.
Is it kinked like Derrick's?
It's more straight.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair,
Deck.
it's,
Oh,
to
did
be
I-
fair,
yeah, sorry.
it's
I
Jimmy.
mumble.
So all he has to do is make a deck with no Omnath or no,
Genesis Wave.
yeah. Then it'll
There
be
is green
something
in
we've
it,
never
but I
seen
can
before.
promise you there is no Genesis Wave.
Is there a Genesis Wave?
No.
no Hydras or no any of the other staples that he likes to put in his decks.
Correct. This is a deck that I have never made before. This is completely new.
Wow. He probably looked it up online.
I'm not going to judge him for that. I look a bunch of stuff up online.
No, I know, but I'm still going to judge him. I did with my deck, but I'm still going to judge him.
That's fair. You can do that all you want.
Donnie, what would you put into the Hall of Fame?
My
I mean,
Hall
to be
of Fame.
fair, the deck that I'm building has like cards that are like $150, and I'm like, yep, not gonna put that card in there, so gonna make some modifications to this one.
In my deck, after it was all said and done, after taxes and everything, Shipping and handling, they came out to like $90.
Nice.
That's a solid price for a deck. Donnie, what would you put in your Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I'd put Chapin in there.
For most betrayed?
No. For the person who's the best at smiling in your face as he stabs you in the back.
I'm very flexible.
Would you put your Saturn in there? The classic.
No. It's
No?
classic.
Ooh,
It's not a Hall of Fame chaser.
Donnie's Hall of Fame is very strict.
Yep.
It's going to be like a baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta do something special. Oh man, I don't even know. It's such a tough question. Who really deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? Because once you start putting multiple things in there,
Right. Is there any meaning to it?
right? Exactly.
But it's to you. What about the
I'd put Joe Kelly in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
My personal Hall of Fame.
Oh, there's a good one.
I could get behind that
Yep.
one.
I was spacing behind the
Yep.
name. That's it.
I would attend that ceremony
Yeah,
and
I would
hear his
attend
speech.
it. I would attend it every year. The commemoration of his Hall of Fame induction every single year, and have him just give that look to the camera every year.
That pouty look.
Can are you going to do Jose Altuve, but you're going to give him the letter that he might be considered for a Hall of Fame recommendation?
I mean,
for
the
yours?
Astros would be in the Hall of Fame decheaters. Definitely.
They would.
But I mean, like,
absolutely.
what, would you send him?
Absolutely.
Would you send him an envelope that would say, "Hey, you're being considered for the Hall of Fame," and then every year reject him?
No.
No,
What I would do is
No, because
every
they'd
year,
probably find a way to cheat their way into it.
I would walk up to him every year. I'd find him. I'd walk him just random times and say, "Listen,
Hey, Jose.
Jose Altuve, I'd like to shake your hand. I'm considering you for my personal Hall of Fame." And I'd reach out and he'd shake it, and there'd be a hidden buzzer in my hand, and it would zap him. I'm like, "Oh, congratulations! You're still not in." And then I would walk away, and then I'd wait 9 months and do it again. Jose Altuve, you've been put on notice.
Put the buzzer in the Hall of Fame.
How-
That's
Yeah,
absolutely-
this buzzer shocked Jose Altuve into submission.
How
498
They were
times.
thinking about getting you up in here, Jose.
Yep.
Can I meet up with you at the Starbucks? Then you meet up with them. Psych!
How great would it be to like
Spin a trash can
be
in
in
his face.
Houston?
Mm-hmm.
Walk
Not
into
great,
like
'cause
how
you're in
to like
Houston.
to walk into like a Fred Meyer or
Sure.
a Kroger, I guess would probably be in Houston.
Yep.
And see like Jose Tuve at like a table
Who's Jose
signing
Tuve?
autographs. Huh?
Jose
Who's
Tuve?
Who's Jose Tuve? There it is. Don't you eye roll us. His name. Put some
Oh, no.
respect on that cheater's name.
You have some. You have
I'm good.
glasses now. You can clearly see that his name is
I am
Altuve.
going
Jose
to
Altuve.
I'm gonna eye roll every fucking thing that you guys say to me. So
Careful, now you can see above you, and that might scare you.
yeah, and I can see all the bullshit you guys have been sending me too. You've been put on notice. So
Does that put us in your Hall of Fame?
no,
Oh.
not at all.
Hall
Bummer.
of Famer roasters.
Yeah, but to go up to
Hall of Fame roast.
Jose Tuve
Yep. Jose Tuve.
and just like be like, "Oh, you're signing autographs. Can you sign this picture of you?" And be like, "World's best cheater got away with it." See what he said.
Sign my buzzer, please.
Oh, it'd be so great. I'd love that.
I got one. I'm
Go
gonna.
ahead.
I'm gonna add on to you going to Jose Tuve for his
Jose Tuves.
Jose Tubes for his autograph. Right. So you show up at the Big Five. Right. That
Oh
he's
yeah, he's
doing his,
definitely going to be at a big five.
that he's doing his autographs at.
He's not good enough for a sports
Right.
authority.
You go over to him. You wait in line. You wait in line.
Only thieves are good enough for there.
Right. Then you wait in line. Then you continue waiting. And then you wait some more. And then you wait. You drink your water. You eat your chili cheese Fritos. You wait. You have to go to the bathroom really, really bad. And then you wait some more. And then you're like 8 people away, but you really have to go to the bathroom and you want to go online to go to the bathroom, but you don't do it because you just want to wait and go get him. Finally, you're next in line. And then you go to him. You say, "Hey, Jose Alves, can you sign this?" And then when he signs it, say, "Ha, joke's on you. You've been officially served." Show up.
After that wait, I'd put Derrick in the Hall of Fame.
It's a long wait. It would be funny to sign him
I'll
up
see you next
for
Wednesday at jury duty.
They should do an autograph signing with him at a sports authority, though, because they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, right.
No, it's at this building.
Just in front of an abandoned building
Yeah.
with the orts and the authority gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
Can
just
we-
falling off.
Oh yeah.
Can we kickstart that so it'll happen?
The sports authority in Auburn is still a vacant building,
There you go. Yep.
unless it's October. Then it's a
Well, the one
Oh,
down
Spirit.
in Tacoma,
Yeah,
I think,
Spirit.
North Tacoma is also vacant, just sitting off the side of the freeway.
Can
there.
we change it to where he goes to a shop that creates trophies? Ooh. Or a magic shop that creates buzzers.
Yeah.
Can we just put a replica of the baseball trophy into the Hall of Fame? Like, this used to mean something.
Mm-hmm.
It was a symbol of integrity. It was a symbol of morals. It was a symbol of skill. And now it's just a hunk of metal.
Can we do a picture or a
We
statue?
can. Yep.
A statue of them holding the trophy,
Yep.
like they're throwing it into
Like-
a garbage can.
Yep. Like the guys, like the,
And then the garbage
heroes
can
of
at the-
Iwo Jima, where they're lifting that flag.
Yeah.
The same thing with the Astros holding a trophy above a trash can.
Yep.
Bronze it out.
Can we do that?
We can do that. We can do anything we want. It's all Hall of Fame.
It's yours, yeah.
Right.
Do what you want.
Chapin, who would
Just
be in
like-
your Hall of Fame?
Who?
What?
What?
Betty White, obviously.
Ooh.
Yup.
Put her in there.
Meatloaf?
Meatloaf would not make it. Nope.
Bob Saget?
Bob Saget, probably not either.
Robin Williams?
Robin Williams might.
Are we
Heath
still
Ledger.
Dead
Might.
people?
Heath Ledger, yes. Heath Ledger would be in there for the best.
Kiss?
No.
Oh.
Like he's like the best actor for the Joker that you could possibly pick. I think.
Yeah.
He played
There's
it
never
really
going to be a
well.
better one. So the fit for that character and that actor was perfect.
I see it. I see it.
I would put I put Jeep as a brand in there. I would put all of the Netherlands. That the country itself would be in my Hall
Right.
of
The
Fame.
country itself.
For it being like it should be underwater, but it's not.
Right.
So obviously Hall
It's
of
not
Fame
Venice.
worthy.
It's
We're
slowly
gonna build
sinking. The
build a
Netherlands are
wall
keeping
around
water.
it.
They kind of do with the dikes and all that. I'd put let's see, probably like Mario 64.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
What about
Just regular like
GoldenEye?
Mario World 64, not the cart.
The N64 was so different than
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go 64 games, what about GoldenEye?
GoldenEye would probably make it too, because of its shoot 'em up.
GoldenEye is classic.
Yep.
It is a bro game.
That's true.
Very much a bro game.
It's like
Which I did
one-
play that the other day. It is. It's bad.
Yeah.
right?
It does not look good now.
Compared to, yeah. If you play anything new, it's not the same.
Yeah.
But for its time, it was amazing.
Is it hard playing at 30 frames
Yeah.
or like
It
10?
is. It
Whatever
hurts your
that
eyes.
is. Ah,
You got to get an old TV for them.
Yeah. They do not look good on the new TVs.
No. I would put the disc golf.
okay.
The sport in there.
Just the sport.
Just the sport. I like to go
Wow.
big. The whole thing. Throw the whole thing in there.
YOLO. Who's the statue throwing the disc into the basket? Is it you?
Nope. That would be Dave Bautista.
So it's a twofer. So that's a twofer offer. You have Dave Bautista in your Hall of Fame as well as disc golf.
Pretty much, but he was just the model for it.
Ah,
Like we'll put him in the little,
I mean,
Honorable
for what,
mention.
Dave Bautista.
yeah.
every professional disc golfer I've seen, they basically have the exact same body frame as Dave Bautista.
That's true.
Everybody.
Paul Macbeth is Dave Bautista.
Like, literally, how else can you throw 400 feet
Yep.
if you're not like Dave Bautista?
And when I watched Paul Macbeth throw that like perfect -18, I
Yeah.
was like, man, he could definitely act in Galaxy of Guardians.
He's exactly like Drax.
He's Just
But what if they asked him
stoic.
what if they asked him to act in the Guardians of the Galaxy though?
Yes.
Would you say he could act in that as well as
Yes.
Galaxy of the Guardians?
Yes. Exactly.
So you're
Yeah.
saying
I
he'd
put
be,
those-
What about Stuber? Could he act in Stuber?
he'd be a good Gamora?
I don't know what that is.
That's a movie with Kumail Nanjiani and Dave Bautista where
Never seen it.
Kumail Nanjiani is a Uber driver. And Dave Bautista is a cop
Oh,
who
yeah.
loses his license.
I watched that
Gotcha.
on the flight.
Yep. Never seen it.
It's mildly amusing. Wouldn't be in my Hall of Fame.
Fun
I know.
movie? Fun?
Yeah.
Fair
I think
enough.
Guardians of the Galaxy would be in my Hall of Fame.
Really?
Yep. As far as I think
What's the Marvel movie that you'd pick Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
What's the Marvel movie that would be in your Hall of Fame? Jimmy and Derrick. Of the last 30 they've released in the last 10 years or
It was
whatever.
16,
There's definitely more.
20,
There's
20.
that's more accurate.
It was about 20. I really liked. I know it's going to sound pretty standard, but I really liked the last Infinity Wars, Endgame, and Endgame was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
I would be.
It'd go there just because I like Captain America getting the hammer and Fat Thor.
That was
Fat Thor
really
was
fucking
fun.
sweet.
Thor Ragnarok would be a close second, I think.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I enjoyed the first Thor, so that would be up there, or the first Guardian in the Galaxy. It'd be a toss-up. If I had to pick, I'd probably go Guardian of the Galaxy, but definitely Thor would probably make it as well.
Both of them are great movies.
Yeah,
both great.
I just love the scene in the original Thor when he's drinking with the Skarsgård. I forget his character's name, and they're just sitting there throwing back beers, and he brings them back to the trailer.
Yep.
And Natalie Portman or whoever it is like,
Yep.
What happened? It's like, your father, he drank, he fought, he made his ancestors proud. It's a great scene.
Donnie, what Marvel movie would you probably don't even have a favorite Marvel movie?
Iron Man
But-
1, I think I'd put in for my
The
favorite.
the very
Starts it
first
off.
one.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is a perfect Iron Man.
Yeah,
That
that's
movie
true.
was
Great.
that was perfect from beginning to end.
I would say the more than anything for Guardians of the Galaxy would be the soundtrack.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Soundtrack is classic.
It is amazing.
But yeah, Iron Man 1.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
How about musically then, Derek? Well, who's the first musical artist you put in your
You
house?
say goat whore.
No, it'd be
Dying
dead
fetus?
baby fetus of aliveness.
Metallica. Oh, so original.
Just music, not anything tied with
It's your whole thing.
movies, just
Just
straight
music, yep. Musical artist or
fuck.
band.
Musical artist. 3, 2, 1. Favorite. Go.
I mean,
He has
my
no favorite.
My favorite right now is Soilwork, so probably go that way.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Recency bias.
I mean, they've been my favorite for like 10 years.
That's just big soil work.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's that reason. It's been like
Just
10
big metal
years.
pushing their agenda.
Big metal really
Yeah.
pushing it out on everybody.
Yeah. So I definitely Soilwork. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a Hall of Fame. You have more than one person, band, group, whatever you want to call them.
More than one people.
Yeah. So I mean, definitely be like Metallica, Soilwork, Godsmack,
Classic
Incubus.
favorites to save him from the critics. Never reaching out, never branching out.
That's just big Derek really saving his own
Soilwork's
skin.
not branching out. Who else here has heard of Soilwork? Only because you know me.
That wasn't the question, was it? Have you heard of him? Yes, I have.
I mean, the only one maybe be Chapin, outside of knowing me, knowing Soilwork. Well, maybe Jimmy. Jimmy might have seen him live at some point just because of how many concerts we went to. But
Maybe, but that is also a very few number because every live concert we went to, Gojira was there at least opening.
that's true.
Would
Size-
Gojira be in
that's
your Hall
true.
of Fame?
No,
Probably should be.
absolutely not.
Just for sheer number.
Yeah, exactly.
We've,
Yep.
we've seen
They're the
Gojira.
Frank Gore of musical acts.
We have probably
Quantity
seen
over
Gojira
quality.
30 times.
I was going to say, I've seen Gojira at least 3 times.
Yeah, easily 3 times.
It's like a different venue each time.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, yeah, you know what? We're going to be in Seattle this time. Can we play? Blah, blah, blah. To insert French accent here. Derek, can you do that for me?
Oui.
There it is. Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, what accent would you place in the Hall of Fame? Your personal Hall of Fame.
Hamlet. He is his own. From what I hear,
Yeah,
he's
from
a
what
big
you hear,
fan.
I can't place the accent either.
From what I hear, he's a big fan, and he
Every time he's here, he just lights up the room.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what he sounds like. I've never been in the same room as him.
Are you talking personal accent that you might be able to do, or just accent in
Your
general
dealer's choice.
that you enjoy?
The only person who's judging these picks is Chapin. We're all friends here.
I'm gonna go.
The betrayer who said he would judge them.
I'm gonna go Southern. Donnie's favorite accent, Southern
US?
Hall of Fame. Yep. Well,
Not
Southern,
South American.
Southern Australian as well. That's also a good one.
I thought you were going to say South Brazilian. Well, I'd really like to hear that.
South Brazilian.
Jim, what's the Hall of Fame accent in your book?
Probably Scottish.
That's a solid one.
Ah, nice.
Or what is the one? Is that the one that's like super hard to understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's English, but it's not really understandable English.
They subtitle
Yes.
their own shows.
Yeah.
Because of how thick their accent is.
Yep.
It's English, but it's not quite English.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a mix between Welsh and
Right.
Scottish. Or
I was thinking of
English,
Welsh, too. It's
and
kinda-
yeah.
Welsh is definitely hard to understand, but Scottish has that brogue that
Yeah.
when they were really deep into it, you can't really understand what they're saying.
Yeah. You know,
Just
like
for the weirdness factor, that'd be in there.
like in The Simpsons, the
Janitor.
yeah, fuck.
Oh, no. That's
Willie. What
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
he? What's his profession? Because that's his name.
Janitor.
Custodian,
Yeah, custodian.
No.
There's William
actor,
Shoe
voice
shiner.
actor,
Shoe shiner.
professional baseballman,
he's
Not
the
gardener.
cashier.
Oh, groundskeeper.
Yes, groundskeeper Willie. That's
Yeah.
his name.
mayor.
Yeah.
So close.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got that very deep Scottish accent.
Which Derrick decided to display there with a weird Spanish accent.
Yeah.
He's got that Scottish accent.
Donnie, what language would
My
you?
accent-
Oh, language?
My
Belarusian.
accents are very
Huh?
I love a Belarusian accent.
nice.
Classy,
Yeah.
classy.
I'm not going to do it,
You've been
though.
thinking about that one for a while, huh?
Yep. Oh, I've been waiting for somebody to ask me. This is the start of this podcast.
I have my own Hall of Fame. Belarusian. is
I'm
going
gonna
there.
look that up now.
It's
and
basically
learn it.
just you were cocked and ready to load.
Yep. I was
Ready to-
cocked, ready
cocked
to
and-
load, and then I was going to fire after that.
You were
Once
cocked
I'm
and
loaded.
locked and ready to rock.
Any other Hall of Fame votes?
No, I'm not.
It's a very small Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
It's a closet.
typical.
I mean,
I'm
we don't
trying
want to
to
expand too quickly. Again, then it means nothing.
That's true.
Right?
I'm trying to emulate just like baseball, where it makes no sense
Oh,
in my
only
choices.
Ooh.
only one allowed a year, if that.
Sure. Here's one we could throw in. What's your favorite tree? Your Hall of Fame tree. Just throw something in there that doesn't make any sense compared to everything else we've done.
Rhododendron, even though I know it's not a tree.
That's a bush, but that's all. That's allowed. Hall of Fame bush.
Boom, got
Jimmy labeled the Hall of Fame bush.
it. Give me that bush.
Not just any bush. Hall of Fame bush.
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, rhododendron, bush.
That bush has a trophy.
This bush has
Has more accolades than Donnie.
more accolades than Donnie. What's it? Oh, this bush has a bust of it in the Hall of Fame.
I have a bust of this bush.
Check out
Big
the
bronze
Check out
bush.
this bust of this bush. Check it out. It's bigger than your bush. Take that. It's greater than any other bush you've ever seen. Check out this bust.
Let's take a look at I got a real life Hall of Fame here.
Okay.
Hold up here. Not sports related.
Are we guessing the Hall of Fame?
I mean, I would
No.
pick Cherry Blossom since nobody asked me.
Donnie, you.
Cherry Blossom. Okay. That's a good one, actually. I really like Cherry Blossoms.
Yeah.
Donnie Bush.
Sitka spruce. Now, I'm not picking a bush.
tree.
I can't pick between bushes that I love, so I'm going to pick a tree.
Yeah,
The
Ja-
Sitka spruce.
Yeah, Japanese cherry blossom tree.
Giant
No
redwood.
bushes.
No.
Oh, you
Smart.
can't go wrong with the
Fan
redwood.
favorite. Fan favorite. Can't
Yeah.
go wrong.
You can drive through a whole
Right?
tree.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I think didn't that one just collapse?
I think it might have,
with
yeah.
the like couple years ago, like a windstorm or firestorm.
Thanks, Obama.
That giant
Thanks,
fucking redwood.
Thanks, Obama.
So sad because I've been through it a couple times.
It's just big fire, you know? Really taking out everything that we like.
And oddly, wood burns really well. It's really a travesty.
So weird.
You think they'd figure out a way to protect,
Yeah.
wood
At least
better.
that. You know,
Yeah.
like put some armed guards around or something. Shoot the fire.
Yeah, or ice,
Just attach a fire extinguisher there if it catches on fire.
right? Yeah, or I think just pack it in ice.
Got
There's
that
no
too.
reason
That
not
works
to.
too, yeah. I've never seen ice on fire.
Put
Ice doesn't get it catch on fire.
Ice in my Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Never caught that on fire. Not like that.
get fire extinguishers for armed guards. Train your armed guards to fire extinguishers exclusively. Put them around that giant redwood. Boom.
There
They
you
put
go.
the
They just have
lives
fire
on the
extinguishers
line.
on their hip, just ready to go.
So like how they have like for the
No,
rhinos
it's a CPS one.
in the
CPS
African.
500s.
So the rhinos in African conservatories have the armed guards. The redwoods in the California forests have like
Armed
fire
guards
extinguisher guards.
with
I
fire
like it.
extinguisher guards.
It's a good idea.
Topless.
Of
Fire
course,
extinguisher.
topless. You don't want to get too hot out there. You'd have to fire extinguish
I mean,
yourself.
everybody likes chiseled abs and pecs.
so you bring in the tourism.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
they're also holding kittens. Everybody loves firefighters with some kittens or armed
Are we
cars
making
with the
calendars or are we protecting trees?
How do
Both.
we make money?
Both.
Both.
All right. Fair enough.
You got to fund the people standing there next to the tree.
That's true. That's true.
This is
They're not going to pay themselves.
yeah.
No.
I trust me. I've spoken to big armed guards, and they said that we can't do that.
Mm.
So they can't pay for it. So we have to come up with our own. Thanks, big armed services.
Yep.
All right. So let's take a look at a real life Hall of Fame
Okay.
and see if we agree with this. This is a topic that all of us know a little bit about because
Deal.
we were all once kids.
Okay, so porn stars?
No.
Oh.
Monster trucks.
No, but closer than porn stars.
Daytona.
It's the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
So this Hall of Fame was made in looks like the late 90s, 98.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Wow.
every year
Alright.
I think it's every year they have some new.
I would have thought it would have been
It's only
older than
one
that.
toy that they throw in.
No, but it is kind of baseball-y in that, like, there's some years they have like 82 nominees, but only induct like 2.
What?
So
There's a lot of
very
crappy toys out
prestigious.
there.
But let me list some of these.
I mean,
So,
obviously the Slinky.
the Slinky is so in the first year they inducted 17 toys. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much like a first ballot.
Yeah.
1998, 17.
You got to start
90
somewhere.
98 to 99, they had
Need
like
a
one
good
club
base.
together. But the Slinky was not a first ballot.
That surprises
What?
me.
It's just a compressed spring.
I know, but it was a huge toy.
That was it was inducted eventually though
Yeah.
in 2000. So the next year it was
It's a huge. It's a stupid toy. Don't get me wrong, but it was still a huge. The
That's
Slinky.
a Hall of Fame. That's a Hall of Fame.
The
inductee,
Slinky
Derrick.
came out when they were fucking kicking a soup can that they just ate their dinner out of, and they were like, "Oh, look
I'd
how
rather
much
play with
fun
a
we're
soup can.
Look
It
how
went
much
down
fun
an
we're
entire
having."
staircase
Yeah,
temple
and then they were
in
like, "Hey,
Ace
Slinky,
Ventura, When Nature Calls."
here's
I
a
didn't realize you
Slinky."
Big Slinky here already investing in the podcast.
Can I go restart?
Slinky, Slinky.
This is incredible. It's got to be some kind of record.
It's a huge toy.
What other first ballot things you think are in here?
Hula hoop.
Hula hoop is in here.
Oh, definitely.
But
Donnie's favorite. You can tell by his excitement in hula hoop.
Yep.
it
Yo-yo.
was a first ballot. It was
Wow.
I mean, I would put yo-yo in
Good taste,
there.
Donnie.
Yo-yo was a first ballot.
Yep, yep. I mean,
Duncan specifically.
all right. So not airbrain, whatever.
Nope.
Frisbee.
Frisbee was also in here.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Frisbee's got to be in there.
So, by a roundabout way of us playing disc golf, is it?
We're celebrating the Hall of Fame of toys.
Are we
Yeah.
playing?
Is the Cabbage Patch doll in there?
That's
That
just a
one
doll.
was not a
It's in the
first
doll
ballot
Hall of Fame.
one. I don't
That's a
think
toy. Dolls are toys.
JB, why don't you just go down the list and we can tell you yes or no?
Yeah, let me read some of these, and there's some of these that are very controversial.
We can go lightning
I
round.
bet there are.
All right, so we'll start with the first year. First year had 17 inductees.
And
Okay,
what
that's-
year was this?
98.
98.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're going off of like
so
some
you're
historical
gonna have like silly
value.
putty. You're gonna have
Hold- what?
But, hold on,
slime,
are you going to have silly putty or silly putty?
Play-Doh.
So okay, number 1 Barbie.
Yep.
Okay.
Number 2
Disagree.
crayons.
Barbie did nothing.
Crayons
Crayons
are
isn't
not
a
a toy.
toy.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, that's
Doesn't
an
seem
art
like a toy.
supply.
Right,
It's either a food or a supply.
but it was literally the number 2 thing they
If
inducted
you're a
here.
Marine, it's a food.
Number 3 erector set. Agree
Sure.
with that.
Solid.
Etch-a-sketch.
Okay.
Frisbee. Hula
Yep.
hoop.
Okay.
Lego.
Yeah. Okay. Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, that should have been number 1. Should have
Yep.
been. Do we even need to talk? Inducted.
Yeah.
What are you
Right.
talking about?
Yeah.
Lincoln Logs.
Definitely.
Sure, the pretend Legos.
Yep.
They were
Marbles.
before Legos. What,
Yeah.
marbles?
Marbles.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a classic game. I've played marbles before.
I've watched Marble League on YouTube.
I've
Yeah.
lost
Yeah.
mine.
What's the first board game inducted?
Monopoly.
Yep. Monopoly's number 1.
Damn it.
Monopoly's not a toy though.
I was going to say Shoots and Ladders.
It's a game, and it's a garbage game.
Board games aren't toys though.
Correct. I know it's a game,
Yeah.
and it's a garbage game.
Yeah.
I'm
So
saying.
that's why that's what I'm upset. It's a toy Hall of Fame. Monopoly's not a toy.
Well, if you think about it, everything in the game of Monopoly can be treated as a toy, right? You have a top hat, right? You have a
Toy
cannon.
money.
Top hats are toys to you?
Huh?
Top hats are toys
Yeah.
to you?
That's quite
Top
upset.
hat. I mean,
Top
how else do you
hats-
play dress up?
Top hats are very formal.
Is dress up
hats.
is dress up a game?
It is.
That's not a toy.
Well, I mean, who are you to say?
Do you
Could
also
be.
you're
play
like
doctor?
800 years old.
Do you get a
Right, so I know the
stethoscope?
definitions of words.
I'm much
you-
younger than you.
he's the guy.
And
that
I also
gets
don't know the definition of words. You have your dog. That's a toy dog, right?
And the iron, obviously.
Right.
Every kid loves to play with a hot iron.
Right. You play grocery. How old are you
The
supposed
thimble. Oh, what a fun toy. Will I sew?
to boat? You get to act like you're the Titanic. sinking,
Sure.
right?
Oh, what a fun toy for kids.
How else do you make bath time exciting? You know, if you're playing grocery, right? How else do you? Yes, I would like to buy these $8 worth of apples. Here's a $500 bill. Change, please.
What else? What other toys are on there?
Next one's Play-Doh.
Yep.
Okay, fine.
Number 12, Radio Flyer Wagon.
Solid. All right.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's one of those, like, it's the Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, it's been around a while, and it was kind of okay.
Been around since the 40s.
And
might
to
as
be
well just
fair,
throw it
you
in.
could argue it's not a toy,
Yeah,
although
it's
it is
a vehicle.
It is fun.
Is the Hyundai accent in there?
It's the
Yeah.
It's the
Might be.
gondola of children.
Number 13, Roller Skates.
Same as Radio Flyer.
There's a
but-
baseball bat in there. It's not
Yeah.
a toy.
Not yet. Number 14,
weapon.
Teddy Bear.
Yep. Solid.
Baseball bat is a weapon. Donnie.
Number 15, Tinker Toy.
Isn't that just an erector set?
I don't remember.
Or is it a Tinkerbell?
What is the Tinker toy
That
for an erector
vibrates.
set?
Tinker Toy is it's like a wooden erector set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the original. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I thought that's what that was. Okay.
Number 16 is a Viewmaster.
Yep.
Oh, sure. Yep.
Those
So
were
basically
fun.
just a projector. Also
Yes.
not a toy.
Handheld personal.
Now hold on.
projector.
It is a toy because how else are you supposed to visit those
Faraway places.
exotic
The
faraway
vacation
places?
photos.
You put the VHS tape in and watch a movie?
Your
So you get
Watch-
1,000 frames versus 10 frames?
I
You're-
know you're watching it, but with the viewfinder, you're in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So your dad seducing your mom.
What?
What's going on?
I don't know. Next one is a yo-yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end of the first bouts. That was what was inducted.
Okay.
All right. So I would agree with 10 of those.
Yeah. Next year had 30. So in year 2000.
Wow.
had
So they went big the next year.
34. No, they had 34
Total.
nominations,
Okay.
but only 5 made
Wow.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 1, bicycle.
Is it a nomination or made it?
No, it made
I
it.
would. Yeah. I would say.
Bicycle
Just
a toy?
let us know. Nominated.
It's
We
in the
vote.
Toy Hall of Fame.
I would recognize that as roller skates. Also a mode of transportation.
Yeah, but I
Another gondola.
Transportation Hall of Fame?
Another gondola.
see.
For
I
children.
could see. I could see the difference between roller skates and a bicycle.
What? They have more wheels?
No, the roller skate has more wheels.
I know.
It does have more
I think-
more meals as well.
I think the bicycle, just because you started at a younger age,
Yeah.
traditionally, I don't know, because you can be a trike, you can
It's not a bicycle.
I don't know. I think the bicycle,
Is a toy.
I would put it as a toy more.
I'm
going
going
to
to go play with my toys, Mom, and you'd ride a 5K.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Well, speaking of that,
No.
jump rope is also nominated here.
I mean jump rope was a toy before it was used for exercise.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
Jacks were added in there.
Donnie, how was it? Donnie, how was it playing jacks back in the day in the back
Yeah.
alleys?
I mean, Donnie remembers when double dutch was played in playgrounds before it became an exercise routine.
Have you seen Donnie's hands?
And
He's
he
great at
woke
patty
up.
cake.
He woke up at 4:30 in the morning so that he could jump rope for 3 hours.
Losers did double Dutch. I did triple Dutch.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's an
That's where you
accolade.
find 3 Dutch people and beat the shit out of them because they're Dutch. Take that, Chapin's Hall of Fame.
Luckily, we know one.
Yeah, that's why he's never been touched. I need 2 more. To
Donnie,
make
how,
it count.
Donnie, how was it playing jacks in the back alley after elementary
See
school?
these hands? See these calluses on my fingertips?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. The asphalt back then, so rough. But I still grab those jacks. Every time the ball bounces, boom.
Yep.
1, 2,
Mine.
3,
Yours.
4,
Yours.
5, 6.
Man.
I got them all.
I own this.
Kids are my jacks. Suck it.
Jimmy with his snake bite grab
Yep.
would be so good
Where
at
do you think
jacks.
he got it
Snake
from?
bite before snake bite was the thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
He'd be so good
I
at
didn't have
jacks.
snakes back then.
It was called jack grab, and then they decided that was kind of sexual.
After a lot of jacks got grabbed, they bounced their balls, and they're like, "Those are my balls."
Oh no!
Oh no! We need to change this up. Snake grab.
Right?
Much cooler.
The last 2 are Slinky and Mr. Potato Head.
Both of those made it, obviously.
Well,
Sorry,
you only read the inductees.
Oh,
potato head.
It says Mr. Potato Head.
those are the
It's
ones
Mr.
that...
Potato. It's I don't want to be controversial, but it's just like
It's big game.
what's her face?
Big toy
who was a
game.
man who won for javelin toss or whatever. Was
Big
inducted.
toys.
Yeah. So what were the nominees?
I'm not going to go through all 34.
There's 33.
But there's
There's too many.
a lot. Class of 2001, next one. 82 nominees.
Okay.
Interesting.
Only 2 made it.
Wow.
Wow.
It is
Even
exactly
more
like
strict.
the Baseball Hall
It
of
is.
Fame. My goodness. Are the what are the eligibility requirements? And do they ever fall off?
It doesn't say.
Or do you just nominate yourself every year?
I'd have to do deeper research into
Okay.
that. I don't have that.
Great.
available.
Yeah,
Way
no-
to live up to the podcast
Yeah,
name.
top shelf, definitely.
The only 2 that made it were Silly Putty and Tonka Trucks.
Okay. all
Big
right.
fan.
All right.
Big fan.
I'm
Love
really,
Tonka Truck.
I can agree with both of those.
Really surprised Silly Putty didn't make it in like the first year.
Derek, I'm glad you said Silly Putty
Yeah,
correctly
that's
this
super
time.
fun toy, Silly Pooty, where you can just it kind of is in your hand, or you can make it a copy of a comic book, and then it's done.
Yeah.
In those Tonka trucks, I moved so many rocks
Right.
in my Tonka truck.
Oh, especially the classic metal
Right.
Tonka trunk.
yeah.
They get
Not
some
the
rust
plastic
on it and
shit
everything.
No, not
that
those
they
plastic
offer.
Tonka
Yeah,
trunks.
you got to get the metal one.
Yeah.
The one where you fucking fall over or fucking whack it and you're hurt.
Oh yeah, you
You
scrape
got
your shin off.
Oh yeah, you got bleeding. You
Yeah.
got a bruise.
And you have
you're
tetanus 'cause
crying.
it's rusty.
Exactly.
Your mom's.
I was going to say
pissed
it
at
was
you
made with
because she doesn't know
asbestos,
what
but tetanus was
happened.
definitely.
Oh yeah, yeah. No plastic shit. Get the
Chapin,
real
after
metal.
So-
2001, what was like the big year for toys? Did they ever-
Next one had 90 nominees and only 2 have made it. So
Okay.
Jigsaw Puzzles
Okay.
and Raggedy Ann.
Okay.
You mean the Caroline doll?
Jigsaw puzzles are not a toy.
Yeah, I agree. That's a fun activity. I did 4 of them when I had COVID.
Listen,
with
if
Aaron.
If you played with toys when you had COVID,
Apparently, I did. Yes, a Hall of Fame toy too. So be jealous. I completed 4 jigsaw puzzles with my girlfriend
Wow.
during COVID.
no one likes a bragger, Derek.
I'm bragging because that was a lot of work, and they were 1,000 pieces each.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow, I can't even count that high.
big
right.
big
1,
wrinkles.
2,
Big
1,000.
After that, they stopped telling you how many nominees there are. So I don't know.
Oh, that's disappointing.
But next year, Alphabet Blocks and Checkers made
Wait,
it.
wait. GI Joe hasn't made it yet.
Not until the following year. G.I. Joe made it the next year.
When did GI Joe come out?
Gee,
A long time
70s,
before that.
60s.
I can't believe GI Joe didn't make it when Barbie did.
Wow.
How fucking sexist.
It's just big. That's just big game.
Wow. Listen to Derek defend the patriarchy.
Yeah, GI Joe is a great fucking toy. I
You know
used
what,
to
Derek?
play
You're right.
GI
G.I.
Joes.
Joe should have been in way before Barbie. Am I right?
Yeah.
Men
Am I right?
first, am I right? High
Right?
five, Derek.
And
Right?
I know they're gonna come first.
Derek,
So G.I. Joe's Rocking
Sicko.
Horse, a Rocking Horse, and Scrabble. Those 3 would make.
Nice.
love it.
Scrabble's
I rode
still
so
not a
many
game.
miles on my rocking horse.
The rocking horse, again, not a toy.
Yes, it is.
Mode of transportation.
A child's gondola.
Okay, here's the first one.
Yeah, hook up 4 of them and you got a sled.
2005 is
Yep.
the one that it really threw me off here.
Okay.
So we have Candyland. If you're gonna put Monopoly in, you can put Candyland. in.
You also put Scrabble. Yeah, apparently board games are toys.
Yep.
There's
You
there's
have
a difference between those 3. One is an actual game, and Monopoly and Kindling are dip bad.
Sure. Another one's Jack in the Box. Should be it in there probably.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
But the third one is a cardboard box.
That was it.
Nope, that's fair.
That's it. A cardboard
It
box.
can
No.
be anything. It could even be
Yeah.
a boat.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
how can I
honestly,
argue with that?
honestly,
How can I argue with that?
honestly, a cardboard box should have been in the first year.
Before
one-
Barbie, because
Yeah.
we know that women shouldn't be in Hall of Fame. According to Derek.
Who is not? No, women shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
No, GI Joe should be in the Hall of Fame. Barbie, obviously.
Derek, this is about
first.
cardboard boxes. We're not talking about
Barbie
G.I. Joe.
first. Yes, Barbie is a huge fucking toy. Definitely bigger than G.I. Joe. Should be first. But how is G.I. Joe like 10 years into the Hall of Fame and then getting in? That's crazy.
Sexism.
Still made it though.
Yeah. Yeah, year 2014.
But
Well,
card-
Barb, really, this was
Well,
what, in the late
to
90s?
be fair,
Late 90s?
Barbie came.
2000s now. 2005.
I mean,
No, but
Barbie's
it
been
was-
around since like the 60s.
It was
Barbie
started-
came 5 years before GI Joe, so they
So
should be in the Hall.
that
Hall
just
of
says
Fame
that
beforehand.
G.I. Joe is a true man.
But the toy Hall of Fame wasn't started until the late 90s, correct?
Right. That's what
So,
the first class was the big.
If you really think about it, the late 90s, that's when they were really pushing for, like, this is going to get, it's like, this is when women were pushing for their, to be become themselves, identify themselves, become strong, independent women.
Not a single woman had tried to do anything since before 1998.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's when they said, we do have power.
There was never the
That's why Barbie was.
There was never the burning
There's
of
a correlation
bras
there
in
somehow.
like the 70s. There
As
was
bad
never
as-
Rosie the Riveter in the 40s.
As bad
Yeah,
as it
women-
sounds as I made it out.
Yeah, women did not do anything to better themselves.
I didn't mean to make it out as bad as it
Chapin
sounds.
doesn't want to get involved in the conversation.
Derek's going to a sexist path that I want to go down.
No, I'm on the good side on this one. Jimmy's the one's like, oh, women didn't do anything till the 90s.
That's right. They didn't
Derrick
do
said
any.
Barbie's women shouldn't be in Hall of Fame, so they're about equal.
That was a sarcastic remark.
That's right. All they did was just create I Love Lucy and the Brady Bunch. They were used as child transports to create children back in the,
would you
in
say
the
that
late
women
70s,
are the
70s
pregnancy
with their
gondolas?
Brady Bunch, right? The ball and chain. So you're seeing, go out of the ball and chain, keep your dicks, and go do stuff, guys. That's what it was in the. Actually, that's kind of still what
I
it
was
is.
transported back. I got flashbacks.
I'm so happy I didn't understand any of
Yeah,
that.
you're not supposed to be in this grocery store. Go back to the kitchen and make me a chicken pot pie.
I think, if anything, this shows why we shouldn't do 3 recordings in a row.
Probably.
This last
Probably.
5 minutes.
Next,
Next, so Easy Bake Oven and Lionel Trains. Next one's in there.
Well, they had to go boy, girl, so that makes sense.
This year they also did list 12 nominees, and so Easy Bake Oven and Lionel Trains beat out Atari,
I'm
Wow.
sorry.
a
What?
Big Wheel,
wow.
Big wheel.
Light Bright,
What?
Well, that's fair.
Fisher Price Little People, Hot Wheels,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
fuck them.
Operation, Pez Candy Dispenser, Rubber Duck, Skateboard, and Twister.
Okay, how did Hot Wheels not make it in
Yeah,
like
that should
the
be
Also,
first one.
Twister. Twister led to so many orgies in the 2000s
And the
and
90s.
90s.
Yeah,
Yep.
Hot Wheels.
That's when that word was invented.
Next year, though, was Atari made it a kite.
Please tell me that Matchbox made
And
it before
Raggedy-
Hot Wheels.
Raggedy Andy finally made it into.
Ooh, good.
Well,
'Cause that's
Derek,
what we
hold your
needed.
tongue, please. We already know your thoughts on women making it in before men.
Here's another good one. 2008, number 1, The Stick.
That's
Like a-
only
like
because
a-
of like.
Like a stick from a beach?
Like at a pull, like it fell off a tree.
I'm not.
I mean, to be done to go with Donnie's
Jimmy gets
argument,
his sticks from the beach.
It's tripped.
to pull a Donnie's argument, a stick could be anything. It could even be a boat.
It could be a boat.
It could be
You're
a
absolutely
boat.
right.
I'm not complaining about a stick because it's in the same ilk as the
Because
cardboard.
a stick is not a woman.
Right.
Well,
That's
that
why
too.
you're not
That
complaining.
too,
That's
yeah.
right, dude.
Yeah.
Derek, blink twice if you don't think it should be him.
I mean, who hasn't taken like a stick in the woods when they're running through and pretended it was like a gun?
I still do.
I haven't
Yeah.
because I'm a good
Every
person.
day on my way into work.
I don't need to pretend to have a gun.
Yes,
What do I
you
need-
do because
what-
you're not allowed to have one.
What do I need a gun for? I use it as a sword and I smack the shit out of
Yeah.
people, preferably
No one's-
Dutch people.
No one's going to attack you if you have a sharp wooden katana.
Exactly. No one's gonna attack me in the woods if I'm standing there doing the dance of the blades by myself. What are they gonna do? They're already afraid.
You're being a water dancer.
In the forest.
And you know what? Those people that had the sticks in the woods that pretended they were broadswords and scimitars and all that good stuff.
Easy.
They then
Easy now.
They then
I
took
still do this.
then they took those sticks and pipes and put foam around them and shaped
Marijuana?
them with duct
Oh.
tape, and then they started LARPing.
I thought you were
Oh.
going to go down a weird drug
There's a description for the stick on this one.
tangent. Okay.
Okay.
Curators praised the stick for its all-purpose, no-cost, recreational qualities, noting its ability to serve either as raw material or an appendage transformed in myriad ways of a child's creativity.
Fuck, you could be a pirate with a peg leg.
Exactly.
Can
Along
even
with
be
a stick, baby doll, and a skateboard also got nominated.
It could be a boat.
Could be a boat.
Could be
You put them all together, put a bunch of sticks together.
right.
It's a raft.
Yeah,
Make a
raft.
giant boat.
make a raft. Make a
Next
fort.
year, a ball, just in general, a ball.
That
Okay.
seems like it should have been a first ballot.
Right. Game
Ball.
Boy and a big wheel finally made it.
Big wheel.
Way too late.
Good.
Definitely.
So the bicycle was like, listen, my little cousin, 2 smalls and a big one. They need to be in this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's family,
Yeah.
man. They're
What
legacy.
year did the big wheel make it in?
2009.
Gonna
All right,
take
so
this stick.
we're post Travis Pastrana in Nitro Circus.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
gonna take the
Yeah.
stick. We're gonna break some fucking knees if you don't get the big wheel in.
Yep.
Where's this Hall of Fame located?
It's in New York. It's
Wow.
It is traveled around though. It was like once in Oregon, and
Oh,
then,
it's a traveling Hall of Fame.
yeah, something like
Interesting.
that. Game of Life and Playing Cards made it the year after, and then finally the year after that, Hot Wheels made it in,
Wow.
That's insane that it took that long.
along with a dollhouse and a blanket.
Oh,
Nice.
Derek, calm down.
Hey, blanket forts.
I know.
that's what
I was
I
talking about the dollhouse. We know how you feel.
Yeah, I'm
I mean, a
big
blanket
fan.
could be. It
Big
could also
fan
be a
of dollhouse.
blanket. Could also be a boat.
Yeah, it's true. Playing cards. I just got a.
Can also be a boat.
Aaron just gifted me a deck of playing cards that are in the shape of a whiskey
Heart?
glass.
Oh, okay.
More
So
toys.
that's kind of fun.
More toys.
Yeah.
Star Wars action figures. and-
Donnie!
and
Just-
Dominoes.
I'm sorry, just as a general
general.
Star Wars versus action figures?
Just
Yeah.
Star
They're
Wars,
not their own genre.
Specifically,
They
Star
are.
Wars action figures.
Definitely.
What year is this?
Okay, this
2012.
I
They
knew
lose
it was
all
Donnie's favorite
credibility.
year.
This is post Jar Jar Binks.
all credibility, which they had very little of already. They're like, you know what? We already have action figures, but Star Wars action figures, they're different. They already
Donnie,
had a stick. That was a lightsaber before a lightsaber.
I don't know.
But what is
Same
a
level as
lightsaber?
Dominoes.
Dominoes, you said?
Dominoes and Star Wars came in.
what
same
is a
year.
lightsaber if not just a lit up stick?
Exactly correct.
That's why the stick is in there, because it could be a lightsaber.
Exactly.
I'm getting sticks for all of you for Christmas. Chess and Rubber Duck finally made it in the year after that. Little Green Army Men,
I don't know how
Oh!
those were earlier.
pretty late for that one too.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
Because
Rubik's
they're-
Cube
It's a classic.
and Bubbles.
Okay.
What was the before Bubbles?
Rubik's Cube.
Do you know what a
It's a
Rubik's
puzzle.
Cube is?
Yes, and that should have been higher up.
It's a 3-dimensional
Yes.
puzzle.
I know what a Rubik's Cube
You know,
is.
Derek, for all your bragging about puzzles, I'm surprised you're not really good at a Rubik's Cube.
No, because they're terrible.
Dude,
Are they?
Before he had glasses, he couldn't see in 3D.
I mean,
Right.
that's also true.
He didn't know what a Rubik's Cube was. So
Yeah.
Rubik's Cube
And I couldn't see color. It was
is
weird.
a cube, and you're trying to put all the colors on the same side.
They were all a shade of gray.
I did it every time.
Derek,
I
ladies
did
and
it.
gentlemen,
I did
he's
it.
a dog.
Yeah, I turn it 3 times and I'm win.
I mean, it looked fine before, but it looks better now.
Puppet, Twister, and Super Soaker came in 2015.
Okay.
Twister finally made it in.
Yep.
Oh, thank
Great.
goodness.
A little late for all the orgies, but that's okay.
2016, Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice.
Oh,
I mean,
Little
again, not a
people.
toy. But,
little people.
Yep.
Yep.
That was a Fisher Price thing.
Okay.
And then Swing.
Okay.
2017, Clue, the wiffle ball, and a paper airplane.
Donnie, what are your opinions on the swing?
It's not a toy.
It's a mode of transportation.
Right, exactly correct.
It's a
To
child-
go, no,
it's
it's
another
like
child-
a rocking horse.
A child gondola. It's another child gondola.
Are the monkey bars a toy? No.
They're part of a
They're a
giant.
fitness regime.
Well, now they're,
They're pretend pull-ups.
if you're in CrossFit,
Yeah.
What else we got? Magic 8 Ball, Pinball,
Okay.
Uno.
Magic 8 Ball's not a toy.
this is
It's a psychic.
It tells you.
Either that is a true and verified psychic. You can learn the future with a Magic 8 Ball. And a pinball is an arcade machine.
That's correct.
God damn it.
After that, coloring book, Magic the Gathering.
Oh, to finally match crayons.
Yep, finally.
So
Donnie, don't worry. MTG finally made it. in.
Oh,
MTG
good.
and Matchbox cars.
Card games
Again,
and
so
activities.
different from Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And then the last ones
Sorry,
are
Johnny Lightning made it 2 years later.
Baby Nancy.
What is that?
I think it's a doll. Sidewalk Chalk.
Okay.
Motive.
Another
like crayons.
another child
That's an
gondola.
activity. Yeah.
Jenga.
A board game.
And then this last year, it was American Girl's doll.
How did that not be number one?
Because it's
know.
just a doll. They already had Raggedy Ann in
They
there.
already did with Barbie.
It's done.
Yeah, but the
The
American.
most. And then we have the Risk board game. And then
This
the
was
most,
last year?
Yeah. And then the most recent inductee into this Hall of Fame, Sand.
I can get behind that. It could be a boat.
Dude, I'm not angry about sand. I'm angry about the look Chapin gave me as he read sand. Just like
It's-
I wanted to
just
see
a
how it
fuck
hurt your
you,
soul.
Johnny. Sand.
Is it because you're as old as sand or what?
Yeah, I was actually before sand. I was
Wow.
back when sand was rocks.
He used to age himself.
When it was
with
big
sand.
rocks, and then
Yeah,
it got
exactly.
due to erosion and big global
Sometimes
warming.
I see a grain of sand. I'm like, oh, I remember when he was. he was young and he was
they-
a boulder.
That's
they-
big. That's
they-
just big climate change.
Oh my god!
They call them hourglasses
Big
because
erosion.
it takes an hour
Big
for the
erosion.
sand to transport to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
When Donnie was born, every baby was given a year glass, so they would switch it when they were born, and then every year on their birthday they'd switch it again.
Mm-hmm.
And when it was empty, they knew that was they'd been on the earth for a year.
Time to swap it.
Yep. Sometimes though they travel off the Earth because back then we had spaceships,
That's true.
ancient alien technology.
yeah.
You know
So how many years?
And also with a flat Earth, it's really hard to keep everything in. You know,
exactly.
the wind just pushing everything off.
Something
the
like
ledge.
a comet hits one side, it's like a trampoline. It bounces the other side up,
Yeah.
and you bounce off. You just hope gravity pulls you back down.
Is
Eventually.
it? Can I just take a quick second
It's our podcast. You take all the seconds you need.
to thank God for creating the universe
Oh.
and creating every planet as a perfect sphere,
Can
and then Earth just as flat.
can we just
Frisbee.
take? Can we take a moment?
I mean,
to
I
just,
would-
Can we just pray and thank God in our hearts and
I
with
would-
our words?
I would
Ah,
prefer.
shara, pakaroom,
I would prefer
bara.
you didn't use God for your own personal victories.
Listen, I'm out
because
here just trying to thank God for really making the Earth a
God
a
doesn't.
different place
God doesn't
than every
care
other.
about your
Because
personal
we're so
accomplishments.
unique.
I mean, a frisbee was inducted into the Hall of Fame before a ball, so
Yeah.
it's a better shape.
Yeah.
True. Thanks,
It's
God.
a more
That's all
fun
I'm saying.
toy.
Thanks, God. He really just is out here trying to say, hey, you know what? This is my special little snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
This is my special little planet.
I didn't make snowflakes that look like balls. I made them look like discs,
Yep.
like the Earth.
Just like the
It's
Earth.
true.
Flat, circular, perfect to fly around the sun.
Super unique.
Yeah. Unique.
Kind of like rings around a planet.
Kind of unique, just like New York.
It's like they took Saturn,
Exactly.
cut it in half, and put an engine on it. And that's a spaceship.
Thanks God for that too. But he didn't want us to know about aliens because he was afraid that we would attack
Oh.
it out of it because it
My
wasn't
goodness.
the same.
Imagine what we do to those aliens if they came down here.
I know, right? They don't look like
They would
us.
probably
Oh.
they'd probably get COVID from all the unvaccinated people, and then they'd die.
The unvaccinated people, they wouldn't look up to see it. That's for damn sure. They would continue looking down.
The white people would do what we do best: spread disease to the people that are new to
You are
us.
all over the map today, bud. Like, you hate women, but also white people. My goodness.
But also love people that don't look like aliens.
Right.
So, like,
Right.
the Confederacy is really shining through
He
on
was
this one.
defending the Confederacy earlier. Like, hardcore.
I definitely,
My goodness. He said they had a lot of good ideas, and it was wrong they were put down so quickly.
I definitely did.
We were talking about
not.
the Confederates, and he's like, you know what? At least they put up a good fight. You know, that was his beginning.
We gotta
argument.
respect them because their ideas might have been bad, but they were good people.
They put up a strong fight against the U.S.
We haven't seen Derrick in 3 weeks, and that's what happens. Sharp downhill. Sharp descent.
They didn't give up. Not like the French. You know, the Confederates really fought hard for
Yeah,
what
that's
they believed
right.
in.
Yep.
That was a goddamn argument against the French.
That doesn't make it better.
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Is the French all they did was roll over and die?
Right.
At least the Confederates put up a fight.
We don't
See,
need to
there was-
rehash last week's episode.
That was all I said.
See,
No
you
support.
heard it.
All I said is the French didn't even have an army. They just were like, "Oh shit, the Germans are here. Paris is yours." We didn't
What did the
want it
Confederates
anyways.
have? Moonshine and only moonshine.
Should wrap
In
it
the
up before
general
Derek
order.
does his whole deeper.
That's true.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Don't want to be hearing too much about Derek's racial claims. Well, let's bring it home, shall we?
We should.
Just have one closing thought about the Hall of Fame. We gotta get Pogs in there.
I'm surprised they're not in there.
Come on.
What?
What are we doing?
But, I mean, it's a game like all the others that shouldn't have belonged in there.
And really, like, Pogs are just based off
They're
of
just
God's,
milk caps.
God's greatest
It's
creation.
the
of life.
shape of the earth.
This.
It's the shape of the earth.
Pogs is just
Then
another
we go
version of
tiddlywinks?
marbles.
Tiddlywinks. There's Furby and Tickle Me Elmo probably for their popularity.
I'm
Furby.
surprised.
Beanie
Furby.
Babies.
Yeah,
Also
Furby.
not in there. Ridiculous. Come on.
That's
Get it together.
Beanie Babies is weird.
Yeah.
Those are worth so much money.
Yeah. Let's get it together, guys.
Terrible Hall of Fame.
I call into question the validity of this Hall of
The
Fame.
Hall of Fame's in general just garbage. Long story short.
Yeah,
pretty
Not
much.
True.
anything.
I agree.
The NFL is Heinz Ward in it yet?
I think he's in the running still.
Or is he still is he entering his like final year?
I don't know.
They haven't announced this year, so I don't
I'd be
know.
okay with him.
Yeah, Heinz Ward's good.
Well,
He was not selected as the 2022 Hall of Fame class, so
is that his last year of eligibility?
it's the 6th year that Ward has been a semifinalist but failed to make the cut as a finalist. It does not say.
As always, we would like to thank our friend Jordan Mosley for creating the music for our podcast. If you're interested in more of his music, you can find him on Spotify and or iTunes. That is Jordan Mosley, Mosley. Now, Donnie, let's say I have a question that I want to get out to us. What are some paths for me to traverse down?
Well, there are so many paths you can take.
List me a couple of branches. List me a couple
Twitter's
branches.
at Top Shelf Banter Pod. Gmail, topshelfbanterpod@gmail.com. We are on Facebook, OnlyFans. We don't have a Patreon yet, but that's okay. Instagram. We're on anywhere you get your podcast. You can message us on there. We'll find it. Send us a question.
Are we on Facebook?
Yeah, we are on Facebook. That's another way that's another way you can find us. Yeah.
If you whisper your question to a pigeon,
Yes.
it will probably reach us.
Probably.
If you cup your hands and just
True.
whisper to the wind, it will also find us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to teach you how to do a bat call?
I'm excited for this. Yes, please do.
Put your hands in a cupping motion.
Okay.
Put your hands in a cupping motion.
Got it.
Oh, I didn't know we had to actually
Yeah. Put them over your mouth.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pull my hands away for a brief moment so I can explain to you guys how to do this bat call. And then what you're going to do is you're going to open your hands and go, here, bat. Here, bat. See that?
Here, bet.
See, it works.
Here, bet.
It works.
I
It works.
hate you so much.
Ah! Gotcha.
I hate you so much.
There's so many bats, and they're farting.
Gross. And our challenge is still around for our new listeners. So if you are a new listener and you subscribe, send us an email telling us your name, favorite color, where you're from,
Your favorite shape?
or your favorite shape or sports team.
Yep.
And we will roast you on that. Or you can say, hey, I just want a picture of you guys as animals.
We've had like 6 people so far. I mean, it's great.
It's awesome. Moving up those charts, really trying
Definitely would
to...
have picked a bigger number than that to lie
There's
about. But
There's as far as I know, there's a giant void in Spotify that
there's
we're
only,
just
like-
trying to fill.
yep,
Dozens.
$100 million void.
Dozens of void. Dozens in the void. But again, as we've stated, Derrick has a cat, Chapin has a dog, I have 2 dogs, Donnie has a dog and 2 cats, 2 kittens. If you want to see Donnie's dog, which is basically a small horse.
That's correct.
Yep. If you want to see the small horse eat one of the kittens, we can make that
You can
happen.
also do that, yeah. He's already tried, so it's okay.
Have the kittens, has your dog discovered that the kittens have tiny katanas attached
yet.
to their hands?
They're too afraid of him so far.
Oh, really?
They run away.
Yeah, it'll take a while for that.
Yeah.
One good clean swipe.
They're gonna
and
be
he'll be
like
terrified of them.
they'll be like 6 months to a year when they finally get tired of that shit and fucking put claws in his nose.
At least it's just his nose.
Yeah.
Then again, as you remember with Coco, he never did that with either of the dogs.
That's true. He was also
He was
incredibly
bigger
patient.
than both of them, and
Yes.
was like, ah.
He was just like, I can kill both of you, like without either of you noticing.
Gave him glares, never gave him claws.
Right. Anywho, that's Donnie.
That's Derrick.
That's Chapin.
That's Jimmy.
We hope you have enjoyed the frustration behind our opinions on these topics. Thank you for listening to Top Shelf Banter, and we done.
Top shelf banter. Well, I'm more right than wrong.